Honorable Speaker, sir. Sir, I take the opportunity to speak on the Telangana Bharati Bill 2024, sir. Sir, before going into the details, sir, through you, with your kind permission, sir, on behalf of AIMIM party, sir, I would like to request Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS party legislatures to kindly go back to your seats and allow this discussion to happen, sir. I am once again appealing to the BRS legislatures to kindly cooperate and let the house function, because it's a very important issue which requires to be discussed, sir. And secondly, sir, with your kind permission, I would request the government, sir, to please see the situation. What is the situation here, sir? After seeing the situation and the disturbance, sir, government should either appeal to them, or I request through you to kindly suspend these members, sir, and bring the house in order, sir. Because it's a very important issue. Either they need to be suspended, and I would say that they need to go back to the chairs. Sir, it's a very sad day, sir. मैं ये जरूर कहूंगा कि it is a very sad day of Telangana Assembly, sir. We all together had fought against the injustice which was done to the region of Telangana, and all of us together succeeded in achieving Telangana, sir. And see what the BRS is doing to the Telangana Legislative Assembly, sir. What is this, sir? I would like to ask them, sir, is this the teaching of the KCR and the BRS, sir? Is this what they are being taught? Is this the behavior which has been taught? Is this the way they are supposed to behave? Sir, agitating is the right of every individual, sir, and every legislature. But there is some limit of agitation, sir. Koi akhlaq hote hain. Sir, what is the message we are giving, sir? Sir, we all are elected members. We all are elected members. We are sent by the people to represent their issues, to represent their problems, and not only to represent but to resolve their problems and issues, sir. But it is so sad, BRS for BRS, sir, individual is more important than the people, sir. If one individual is so important, then I think the people will teach them our more strong lesson, sir. Because we come here to represent the people. We are not family member only, sir. This gives a message: family is superior than the people. Family is superior than the state. Family is superior than this house. It is very sad, sir. Very sad, sir. Very, very sad, sir. Sir, the reason for bringing in this Bharati bill is that lot of irregularities has happened, and the people responsible for the irregularities is again one family, sir. And sir, it is a very important subject, sir. There are many amendments also which me and my party has given, and we want the amendments to be discussed, sir. Sir, when the Dharani had lacunas and shortcomings, and it had given ways and means to one family to have irregularities, take the government land, take the farmers' land, and they have taken, sir, the state. Sir, I would like to come on record and say that, sir, the state has lost thousands of crores because of Dharani, sir. The farmers have lost thousands of acres, sir. The SCs have lost. The STs have lost. Assigned land have been lost. The forest has been lost, sir. And now this government is trying to correct it. And in this correction also, there are few things which further needs to be corrected, sir. And we want to bring that to the notice of the government. And the BRS is not allowing us by disturbing the proceedings of the House, sir. Sir, I would continue, sir. And once again I request, sir. So for the last time, please request them, or sir, we should suspend them, sir.
So many times I requested.
Yes, sir. I am witness to that, sir. You have done, sir. But it is very sad, sir. It is very sad. It is very sad. Sir, they are giving the slogan, तानाशाही नहीं चलेगी. तानाशाही तो ये करते आए हैं, ये करो. 10 साल तानाशाही करे. अभी भी तानाशाही कर रहे हैं. क्या है, सर? सर, हमारे पास उर्दू में एक मुहावरा है, सर. गैरों पे तनकीद करने से पहले अपने गिरेबान में झांक कर देखो बोलते हैं. तो आई वुड एडवाइज द BRS पीपल को अपने गिरेबान में झांक कर देखिए. अरे हमको बोलने दीजिए. सर, इफ नॉट दिस फोरम, वेयर शुड वी गो, सर? 10 years they enjoyed the fruits, sir, of power. Not only enjoying, sir, their 7th generation can enjoy that much. They have looted the state, sir. I would come on record and say, sir, it is unfair not to allow us, sir. Sir, the land is a valuable and finite resource that is under immense pressure due to the growing demands of the society. With land values steadily rising, it is imperative to maintain accurate records of rights, ROR and survey records to ensure proper land management and governance, sir. So this bill has been drafted by present Congress government apparently to address the lacuna in the Telangana Right in Land and Pattadar Passbook Act 2020 enacted with a provision of BRS government in October 2020 and replacing the earlier Act of 1971, sir. So the 2020 Act was intended to issue Pattadar Passbook, come title deeds to all the landowners and provide for automatic acquisition of rights immediately after transfer of property. However, the 2020 Act, which introduced Dharani portal, caused numerous hardship to the landowners, and there was no redressal mechanism for correcting the errors in Dharani, sir. Almost, sir, 18.37 lakh acre of land pertaining to 11.62 lakh khatas were digitally not signed and thus kept in Part B, sir, in Dharani. It is very sad. Sir, consequently, farmers who were cultivating the land found their land being kept in Part B and not issued new Pattadar passbook, sir. If a part of land in a survey number was assigned, or government or endowment or work land, then entire survey numbers were entered in the prohibited properties list, and there were no provision for adjudicating of Part B cases, sir. Sir, the 2020 Act sought to clear 9 lakhs applications covering an extent of 10 lakhs acres for regularization and unregistered sale, Sada Bainami, by the small and marginal farmers, but it could not be done as there was no provision for the same in the Act. There was no provision, sir. That is why we are bringing in this, sir. Sir, moreover, there was no record of right of Abadi and non-agricultural land, and there was also mismatch to extend the Setwar RSR resurvey settlement register or field survey of land records covering an extent of 5.83 lakh acres, sir. So there was no provision, sir, in 2020 Act for appeal and revision, and land governors became centralized at district and state level, and there was no land machinery at the village level, as the previous government had also enacted Telangana Abolition of Post of Village Officer Act 2020, sir. बड़े ही मंसूबाबंद अंदाज में लूटने के लिए और तबाही मचाने के लिए ये विलेज ऑफिसर्स एक्ट भी लाया गया था, सर. Sir, I may recall on the eve of 2023 elections, sir, the Congress had promised in its poll manifesto to replace the Dharani portal with a more transparent Bhumata portal and to undertake a comprehensive land survey for determining the land ownership rights, sir. So the Congress has also promised to establish a land commission for resolving land ownership issue and for protection of government lands. I may point out that no land commission has been set up so far, but the new government constituted a committee comprising of M. Kodanda Reddy Sahab, retired bureaucrat who is now an MLC, Raymond Peter Sahab, Sunil Kumar and B. Madhusudan for looking into the issues relating to Dharani and restructuring the portal, sir. So through you, I would like to ask the government and the Revenue Minister Sahab, has the committee submitted the report? The government must provide clarity on this matter in the House, sir. Additionally, what are the committee's recommendations? This is very important, sir. Sir, it has been reported that the committee member intended to conduct field visits. So I would like to also know, did they visit any districts and interact with the farmers or other stakeholders? If so, what were the findings? I would like to know what were the findings, sir. So the bill is quite big, sir, and its silent features has been explained by the Revenue Minister, sir. On closer reading the provision in the new bill, I find that some clauses needs to be redrafted for more clarity and transparency, sir. Sir, we have given notice of the amendment that our party AIMM proposed to move for bringing more clarity in the new bill, sir. First and foremost, sir, we would like an amendment in sub-clause 10 of clause 2 include the definition of land to mean all land irrespective of its uses, including agricultural land, non-agricultural land, abadi or grama kantam or endowment or waqf land, sir. We have also proposed an amendment of sub-clause 1 of clause 3 to the effect that nothing in this act shall apply to land belonging to the state government, central government or endowment or waqf, sir. Sir, another amendment we have given, sir. Sir, me by not stopping and continuing my speech shows that how committed we are towards the people who have sent us here, sir. And these people showing and agitating shows how committed they are for one family. Continue. For one individual. They are agitating for one individual. I have come for my state, sir. I have come for my farmers. I have come for the wetlands. I have come for the BC SC, sir. Sir, and another amendment to sub-clause 3, which I mentioned, the objective of these 3 amendments is to ensure effective protection of endowments and waqf lands in the state, sir. We also suggest to the government to bring in official amendments to some specific clause of the bill, sir. The record of right is deemed to be prepared under this bill as per the sub-clause 4 of clause 4, sir. This is highly objectionable because the ROR Act 2020 contains thousands of unauthorized entries. Thousands of unauthorized entries, sir. This needs to be corrected, sir. The government's remedy to correct these unauthorized entries before the new act come into force has to be mentioned clearly through an official amendment, I would say, sir. Because, sir, इसमें कितने thousands है, sir? Thousands irregular है, sir. Sir, clause 14 does not specify whether the land tribunals are proposed to be formed at the district level or state level, sir. The bill is not saying that, sir. The composition of the tribunal is also not mentioned in the bill, sir. Sir, an official amendment is needed to bring again clarity on this also, sir. So similarly, clause 16 confers the revision powers of commissioner only and excludes the district collectors and tribunal at district level, sir. Sir, ये बहुत important है, sir. ये this is very important. Again, sir, where they have excluded the district collectors and the tribunals are at district level, an official amendment is required to bring clarity on this issue also, sir. It's very important issue, sir. Sir, we have suggested that a sub-clause 1 of clause 6 be deleted or modified through an official amendment to take this provision to deal only with pending application for Sada, Bayanama and for close the option for prospective clearance, sir. This is because, sir, the Sada, Bayanama regularization has been going on for the last 30 years, sir. And giving further time is not desirable, sir, and it leads to severe complications and open the doors for corruption, I would say, sir. Sir, it has been 30 years that Sada Bayanama was regularized, sir. But and Sada Bayanama is what, sir? It is just a plain paper. It's just a plain paper. It is not even a notarized paper, sir. When in city of Hyderabad, sir, many houses, many lands are unnotarized, sir. Notarized document को regularize नहीं कर रहे आप, सादा बायनामा को कर रहे हैं. अगर सादा बायनामा को कर रहे हैं तो आप notarized document को भी regularize करिए, मैं आपको बोलूंगा. इससे बहुत बड़ा issue resolve होगा, sir. Sir, going further ahead, the Telangana, the land survey conducted during the Nizam era, sir, nearly a century ago has become an outdated and fragile. The records are no longer reliable due to land fragmentation. It is essential to undertake a revision survey across the entire state, following the model of Bhubharati project successfully implemented in Nizamabad district, sir. Again, I remember, sir, I was there in the house when late Rajshekhar Reddy Sahab had started this, sir. I remember him, sir. He was a very courageous man. That's why he took this initiative, sir. So we remember, sir. Sir, and with this, sir, I would like to make one demand, sir. And the demand is that, sir, we need to have a fresh survey of lands of the entire state, sir. That is very important, sir. Without having a new survey, new pictures, new boundaries and new identification, this issue will never resolve, sir. We have to see what was done in Nizamabad. And if I am wrong, I may be corrected, sir. Then in Nizamabad, a committee was constituted and it was headed by today's Chief Secretary, madam, was heading then. So she has all the knowledge. We can ask her to give her suggestions and we can do that, sir. So the previous government announced to conduct a resurvey across the state at an estimate of 600 crores. Unfortunately, this commitment was not fulfilled, leaving the state with outdated and inaccurate land records, sir. The government of India, sir, I think the government also knows that. The government of India provides 100% funding for the modernization and updating of land records under the Digital India Records Modernization Program, DILRMP, sir. The state government should take full advantage of this opportunity to enhance and digitalize the land records and survey system, sir. To address the irregularities in the Dharani portal, I just heard the Honorable Minister Sahab saying that a forensic audit of all transactions conducted on the platform will be carried out. For instance, sir, just giving an example, the gap area between Kundakal and Mokira village in Shankarpalli Mandal is one such case. Similar irregularities have been reported in Rangareddy, Medchal, Malkajgiri and other districts also, sir. These discrepancies must be thoroughly investigated to ensure transparency and accountability, sir. Sir, the deficiencies in Dharani, sir, section 4 and again of the 4, sir. The present provision makes the ROR in electronic form in Dharani portal under the 2020 Act as correct when it is read with section 11, sir. With section 11, sir. Sir, it is common knowledge and experience of the public in general that the ROR in electronic form under 2020 Act on Dharani portal is highly defective, sir. Below, I would mention, sir, some important reasons, sir. That the time allowed for LRUP in 2017 was not sufficient, sir. So the time allowed for uniform for big and small mandals, due to extreme pressure for higher-ups, the Tehsildar did not even find time to check whether the changes made by VRO in the manual Pani are accordance with the order passed by him or her, and whether any unauthorized changes are made, sir. There was no supervision at all, sir, in Dharani. No supervision at all by higher authorities to test, check, and quality of purification, updation. They were only worried of getting statistics from Tehsildar to send reports to higher up rather than test checking the changes being made, sir. After concluding LRUP on 31/12/2017, the Tehsildars continued to make several changes from 1/1/2018 to 28/10/2020, since 2020 Act came into force in 29/10/2020 in manual Panis, sir. Manual Panis, and based on written application filed before them. As per instruction of government, the data in the updated manual Pani for the year 2021 was to be reported to Dharani platform created under the 2020 Act. While doing this very important data entry work also, there were neither any supervision nor sufficient time allowed due to extreme pressure to complete the data porting in Dharani platform. Services of untrained and raw hands were outsourced, due to which there were many number of mistakes in the data portal, sir. Data portal, sir. Sir, as per, in some cases, sir, the data available in all Panis was ported instead of updated manual Pani 2021, which resulted in porting of data prior to correction and updation, sir. Taking advantage of the Tehsildar's inability to check the correctness of the manual Pani with the concerned file, some unscrupulous elements got their names entered, or probably at the instruction of one family, their names were entered at Pattedars in Dharani, sir, without any authority, without any record. As a result, in several instances, the existing names of Pattedar found replaced with new names which were suggested again by one family. This is what is happening, sir. When affected parties applied to Tehsildar to furnish authority for replacing their names, the stock replies that the record is not available, thus throwing the affected parties into confusion as to where to go and whom to contact, sir. Based on the survey number, serial number wise details, sir, furnished by Endowment, Waqf and Forest Department, claiming the lands belong to the departments, those lands have been placed in prohibitory list, sir, without any intimation to the Pattedar on record for such land. In fact, the department was supposed to furnish necessary documents, evidence to Tehsildar and also to the district collectors to show the land belonged to them. The Tehsildars too never insisted for submission of such evidence. In fact, the 1971 Act and rules made thereunder, the Tehsildar were duty bound to give notice to Pattedar on record for such land, which they failed to do and unilaterally placed them in prohibitory list, sir. Thousands of applications filed in Dharani portal to such prohibition acts, sir, on account of the above and many other reasons, sir. Lakhs of applications are getting filed for redressal for affected person, and there seems to be no end in sight, sir. The number of applications filed ever since the introduction of Dharani portal in November 2020 to the date exceeded to 20 lakhs, sir. 20 lakhs. Isn't a shame to the then government, sir? 20 lakh is a small number. Sad. But still they are not interested. They are protesting for one family member. Sir, in the course of interaction with IT experts by the committee, the experts were of the opinion that there was a scope to gain entry into the database without any ID and PW, sir. Without any ID and PW. and make changes. In fact, there are several allegations that during the period of run-up to the assembly polls, several changes of ownership in respect of valuable government land took place without the knowledge of Tehsildar, RDO, collector, CCLA. It was without these knowledge, but with the knowledge of one family, sir. But with the knowledge of one family, sir. Also the CCLA, sir. Therefore, what Honorable Minister Sahab had said about forensic audit is needed and required, and we welcome this, sir. For all the above reason, lapses which are administrative in nature, it is unfair to make the parties suffer, sir. It is unfair, sir, to make the parties suffer. Sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, as per the provision, sir, a member has a right to table the speech also. But I am not tabling, sir, because I want our people of state to listen to what they did. How much of distress they have caused and how much of loss they have caused. They are unable to listen. That is why they are going away. Fine. You did the right thing. Sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, for the above reason, sir, this is the success, sir. I would say the people who come to represent the people, sir, the legislators who have come here to raise the people issues have won, sir, and one family has lost today. But look at this, sir. This is what they are. Sir, going further ahead, sir, for all the above reason lapses which are administrative in nature, it is unfair to make the parties suffer, sir. Therefore, written instructions, orders need to be issued to verify the correctness of the data ported in Dharani portal by the Tehsildar, so moto with reference to the authentic manual records and corrected so moto wherever unnecessary, and this should also be done under the strict supervision of senior officers, sir. So this process needs to be completed before the proposed draft bill becomes law. So this process needs to be completed, once again I am repeating, sir, before the proposed draft bill becomes a law, sir. So this is not, if this is not done once the above provision becomes an act, the Tehsildars, the RDOs will be flooded with application and it becomes difficult for them to cope up. So there are many other issues pertaining to revenue departments, sir. On behalf of AIMM party, we have been repeatedly urging the Telangana government to clear all the pending applications for land regularization under GO 58 and 59, sir. It has been pending from long, sir. Sir, in the GHMC and other municipal areas of the state, sir. Sir, we have also been demanding the expeditious clearance of all the pending application under Layout Regularization Scheme LRS and Building Regularization Scheme BRS, and urging the government to seek quick disposal of the pending writs in the Telangana High Court, sir. So on the persistent demand of AIMM for regularization of property transaction on notarized document, the Telangana government had issued GOMS 84 on 26 July 2023 for regularization of the sale of transaction of non-agricultural urban properties executed and concluded only by way of unregistered document with an attestation of a notary, sir. So the GO number 84 provides for full exemption from stamp duty and penalty on all the properties constructed up to an area of 125 square yards, sir. The Telangana High Court stayed the operation of the GO 84 on 25th September 2023, sir. We would urge the Congress government to come up with comprehensive orders for clearing the all pending applications for land regularization under GO 58, 59, LRS, BRS in a time-bound manner, sir. This will really help the people, sir. So we would also demand the government to issue comprehensive orders for regularization of property transaction on notarized document by correcting the lacuna in GO 84, sir. There was a lacuna in GO 84, sir. That is why this couldn't be done, sir. So now we know that what are the lacunas, what are the shortcomings. Let us take out a new GO addressing all the shortcomings, sir. Sir, about the endowment land, sir, there are 704 temples managed by endowment department in the state with total holdings of 91,827 acres, sir. However, 25,000 acres or almost 27% of temple lands have been encroached, and another 6,000 acres are under the jurisdiction of neighboring states, sir. Neighboring states, sir. Sir, the endowment minister, Konda Sureka Sahiba, had said recently that a special task force would be constituted to protect the temple lands in the state, sir. On behalf of AIMIM party, sir, I welcome this statement of Madam Konda Sureka Madam and the Congress government, sir. The endowment department has began measures to prevent further encroachment by conducting a fresh survey and geotagging 34,092 acres of endowment land so far, sir. Also, details of 45% of endowment land parcels have been uploaded in the Dharani portal, and through review of endowment land parcel facing legal cases has been taken up, sir. Sir, Waqf land, sir. According to Telangana State Waqf Board data, there are 33,928 Waqf institutions across the state with land holdings of 77,000. However, 57,424 acres or almost 75% of the total Waqf lands are under encroachment, sir. The Waqf institution include mosque, dargah, ashur khana, chilla, takia, graveyards and other Waqf properties, sir. The Telangana government is fighting as many as 3,500 court cases to reclaim the encroached land. I would request the government to constitute a task force for the protection of Waqf properties and clearing the encroachment, as the state Waqf board lacks adequate staff to take up this task, sir. Sir, records of all endowment land and Waqf land, whether encroached or free encroachment, should be uploaded in Bhubharati ROR portal, sir. This is very important, sir. This is very important, which was not there in Dharani, sir. We should do it, sir. Sir, in September, revival of village administrative officer system, sir. In September 2020, the village revenue officer system was abolished with enactment of Telangana Abolition of the Post of Village Revenue Officers Act 2020, sir. The government will have to bring in a bill to reintroduce the village revenue system and revive the post of village revenue assistants and village revenue officers to maintain proper land records in 10,956 revenue villages in the state, sir. There are certain aspects of record of right in land bill 2024 which are matter of concern. Under the new legislation, tehsildars and revenue officers will have the power to unilaterally make decisions on land ownership based on solely on possession without adequate judicial oversight. Clause 4, subclause 6 allows tehsildars and RDOs to alter the land record based on possession claims, sir. This opens the door to widespread misuse and corruption, as decisions on the land record could be manipulated to favor certain individual parties, thereby undermining the very transparency that the law seeks to promote, sir. Moreover, the provision confirming powers to alter the land records could lead to fraudulent changes with minimal accountability and limited options for appeal, leaving farmers and other landlords vulnerable to the arbitrary decisions, sir. Sir, before concluding, sir, I would just like to bring to your kind notice through you to the government, and in particular Honorable CM Saab, Mr. Revant Reddy Saab, and Revenue Minister Saab, Srinivas Reddy Saab ka. Sir, many countries around the world have developed advanced integrated land record systems, sir, which we should closely examine, sir. Sir, Netherlands boasts one of the best land record system managed by Cadastre, which provides real-time updates of land records, sir. Sir, other countries with excellent land record system includes Sweden, Singapore, Estonia, and Australia. Sir, it is crucial to analyze these systems and understand why our expert committee did not study them before preparing this draft, sir. Now also it's not too late, sir. We can go, we can visit, and we can see, sir. Sir, now here still we have the system of having the registered documents, sir. But sir, in other countries, the registered document has no importance. Everything is there. On the website, you have been given as an Aadhaar number that you have been given. Like that, a number has been given. And anyone can go and check the ownership, the title, and the previous owner, and they can have a land transaction, sir. So, I mean, in later due course of time, we can also study this and try to implement, sir. Sir, in many advanced nation, property and land titles are definitive, sir. Are definitive, sir, and conclusive, sir. So this is very important, sir. Sir, in many advanced nations, property and land titles are definitive and conclusive. Whereas in India, including Telangana, the title documents are often presumptive due to issues like fragmentation and other challenges, sir. These issues need to be addressed as soon as possible, especially in this era of rapid technology advancement, sir. The ROR Act deals with land which hold deep emotion and economic significance in our country. Land is not only a primary source of income for many, but also forms the backbone of our economy. Overall, 70% of the population depends on agriculture sector for their livelihood and sustenance, sir. But unfortunately, when I read this paragraph, sir, when I say the ROR Act deals emotions of economic, when I say that the backbone of the economy, but Dharani was made the backbone of one family and one political party, sir. And so much of misdeeds have happened, sir. And to check that, we are bringing this act, sir. Given the critical role of the land in the lives of people and the economy, maintaining clean, accurate and up-to-date land record is essential. This will not only enhance the state and the country's GDP, but also create a favorable environment for investors to step forward with confidence, fostering economic growth and development, sir. I hope that the Revenue Minister Saab, while replying to the discussion, would respond to all the issues which I have raised, sir. And before concluding, sir, I would like to say that, sir. Sir, I'm in the House for last 6 times, sir. Sir, but when the Telangana was getting formed, sir, just before that, for last 10 years, I have been demanding one issue, sir. And the BRS government never heard that, never wanted to do, sir. Sir, we should also have an auditing of all the lands which belong to Telangana were auctioned at the last year or last 6 months of Andhra Pradesh, United States. What happened is that, sir, our precious lands were auctioned after it was declared that Telangana will be formed. And the auction money was transferred to Andhra Pradesh, sir. We should have an auditing for that. I might be wrong, sir. I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% correct, sir. But this has happened, sir. I had given all the evidences, sir. I have given the list of the lands which are auctioned, the amount received by the auction of that land, and the amount transferred to Andhra Pradesh, sir. It is our land and we auctioned it. Our money should be in our state, sir. This is why I say that, sir. We need to do that. And once again, I would like to repeat and say that जब अज़्म होता है, इरादा होता है, हिम्मत होती है और जुनून होता है कि चाहे कुछ हो जाए हम अपनी बात रखेंगे और रखे रहेंगे, तो यही हाल होता है कि जाने पे मजबूर हो जाते हैं। वो लोग हार कर लौट गए, हम कहकर जीत गए और अपनी बात को रख कर जीत गए। मैं आपका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं स्पीकर साहब।